So I'm just going to be going over assignment 1 I had for this class I'm taking in Java. To be honest, I find the class way too slow. Like, it's just way too simple for me. But anyway, this is assignment 1. Very simple. I pretty much got 100 on it. Welcome to the weekly earning calculator. Please enter salesperson. Okay, my name is Sean. Just calculates the salesperson's rate and all that kind of stuff. Please enter how many products sold for one item. For item 1. Okay, for this assignment you already know pretty much what the item's costs are. I'll go over the code later. Say you sold 12 item 1, 1 item 2, and 123 item 3. Now that's a lot. And 1. Now Sean earned that much money in commissions. That's just commissions. Plus you have a base rate of 200. So you get 200 no matter what a week. Plus your commission rate. And then you just add this here. And do you want to continue? Yes, we'll continue. So then we enter a new one. And this code is full of errors. So let's say I enter hi. Error, please enter whole numbers. Please enter product sold for item 1. Again, item 1. Error. That does not work either. Let's go. Well, blah blah blah. That does not work. Okay, so that's good. All the errors handled. I have 1 again. It's all the same errors. 1 and 1. Commissions is that. And that's how much they earned. I do not want to continue. That's ourselves. So let's go over the code. Don't need that. It's up here in the main method. Got a final double. Putting the word final in front of here is pretty much like a constant. So this base rate value will never change throughout the entire code. It will stay this no matter what. So you can't add any numbers to that. There's your base rate. Here's the commission rate. There's how much each item 1 is, how much each item 2 is, 3, 4, and so on. So adding a person for the loop. Add another person. So that's pretty much the main loop I have here. So at the very end, when it asks you, do you want to add another person? You press no. This will equal false. And it'll just stop. So I have the welcome message outside of the main loop because you don't want to keep looping the welcome message. So here are just initial strings, your total, the current number, the current string, the name, a yes no, so it's pretty much a string for like yes no answers. Boolean exit, so that's again for a loop. And boolean is number, which is for the check if it's a number, like I showed you in tutorial 1. So starts out, please enter the salesperson name. And it really doesn't matter what you enter because it's just a string of your name, so it could be pretty much anything. You really can't tell if there's an error there. So that's how it works. Now, each one of my, do you want to add number 1 and number 2? Each of them is a do while loop. So that's pretty much, I'm not going to go over every single case, but I will go over the first one. Because every single one of these is the same. Except the only difference is it's number 2, or item 2. 3, 3, 4. So let's go over number 1. So it's going to do, ask them what they want, the current string, so it takes in that current string, and does the is number check, which I showed you in other tutorials, is this method right here, which I'm not going over because I've already went over that in other tutorials. So checks if this current string, which is that, if they enter from there, is a number. If it's true, it will parse it, turn it into an integer, and then become your current number. And if number is greater than 0, so that's so they can't enter like negative numbers, or because it already checked if it was true, so it is a number. You know that for sure at this part. So right now you only want to check if it's above 0, because if it's 0, then there's none for the item. Or if there's a negative number, you don't want to add a negative number, because you just can't do that. So then, if it's above 0, the total plus equals, so it adds this to whatever the total value is equal to. So it would be current number times item 1. So what they entered was how many they want for sold for product 1, item 1. They enter that number, and you multiply it by the price of item 1. That's pretty much it. And if they don't enter it, or they enter something wrong, that this would be false, or that does not work, then is number, then that wouldn't work. And then while is number equals false. So it finally checks if they need to run again. So if it does equal false, it will do this entire loop again. And you keep doing it until you enter in the proper data. And see, the only difference here is it times it by item 2, and it says item 2 up here. Same for that. While please enter for item 3, 4, and there's the end of that. So now at the end, you want to add a space. There's really no importance of that. It just makes it look better in the format. Now you want to total equals total times commission rate. So that pretty much, when you put just equals, it doesn't add it anymore. It sets the values of this. So no matter what this was before, it now equals total times commission rate. And then it would print out their name plus earned. And then printf is a print function, and it uses this to make the currency. And then their total, and then it will show that. And see, that's print no ln, so it doesn't add a space. And then add the space here. In commission rate, earn the total of. Now you can put the total, which right now is just the commission rate of what they had, plus the base rate. And then system out print, again, the function, the create a currency output, and then outputs their total. And it just adds a few extra words, and there you go. And see if they want to add another salesperson, yes or no. See, here's the yes no string, and this is a switch cases. I use that because it usually use it over 5 if statements. You want to use a case statements because it's just easier. So if they enter lowercase or capital N, add another person equals false. So it stops running. And exit equals true, so it closes this loop out and then breaks. Now that just stops this switch statement and just exits. And if they put yes, lowercase or capital, exit equals true, but add another person's already equal to false, so it'll just stop and it would run the entire loop again. Exit equals true, so it is going to exit and it breaks. If they don't enter Y or yes or no, it would say please enter either Y or N only. Exit equals false. So then it would loop again up to here, and it would keep doing this until you either enter yes or no. And there's a silent one.